Welcome to our deep dive into the ISO 14001-2226 standard. Today, we confront the most critical component of any effective environmental management system. Clause 9, Performance Evaluation. This clause is not merely a chapter in the standard. It is the engine room where your EMS proves its worth. It transforms your environmental commitments from intentions on paper into measurable, verifiable results. You cannot improve what you do not measure, evaluate, and verify. Many organizations build an EMS, but fail to give Clause 9 the strategic attention it demands. They collect data without insight, conduct audits without depth, and hold management reviews without consequence. The 2026 revision of ISO 14001 elevates the stakes considerably, pushing for a more rigorous, data-driven, and performance-focused approach. This training is designed for professionals who refuse to guess. We will equip you with the advanced knowledge needed to move beyond simple compliance and deliver genuine environmental performance. Clause 9 is the intelligence and verification system for your entire EMS, connecting planning, operations, and improvement. This is where your organization proves its effectiveness, demonstrates tangible environmental performance, ensures compliance is a verified reality, and confirms your capability for continual improvement. For EMS managers, auditors, and senior leaders, mastering Clause 9 is non-negotiable. Let's begin. Clause 9.1 is where the abstract goals of your EMS meet the concrete reality of data. It requires an organization to systematically determine what to monitor, the methods and criteria for evaluation, the frequency, and the analysis methods. The what is not random. It must be directly linked to your significant environmental aspects, compliance obligations, operational controls, and objectives. What has changed? The 2026 revision places a much stronger focus on data-driven EMS management and performance-based evidence. It's no longer enough to just have records. Auditors will look for measurable proof the EMS is making a difference. Your KPIs must reflect actual environmental results, not just activities. The new standard also integrates a stronger focus on climate and sustainability metrics, aligning the EMS more closely with global reporting frameworks. Implementation. Your first step is to define meaningful, smart environmental KPIs. Avoid vanity metrics. Focus on what truly matters. Next, establish and document your monitoring processes. Where possible, use automated systems to improve data accuracy and timeliness. Establish a formal data review process. Schedule regular meetings to interpret data, identify trends, and propose actions. This creates a clear audit trail. Finally, ensure you maintain the reliability of your monitoring systems. Maintain a register of equipment and keep records of all calibration activities. Auditing. An auditor will verify your data's reliability, assess KPI relevance, and evaluate your trend analysis. Be prepared to explain anomalies and the actions you took. We now turn to a subclause with heightened importance. Clause 9.1.2, Evaluation of Compliance. You must have a system to periodically check that you're following the rules. What has changed? The 2026 revision brings increased scrutiny on compliance verification and a greater expectation for evidence-based evaluation. Implementation. Conduct periodic compliance audits. Maintain an up-to-date compliance register. Track regulatory changes, and document your evaluations thoroughly. Auditing. Auditors will review your evaluation records, verify your legal awareness, and assess the effectiveness of your compliance processes, including follow-up on any violations found. Clause 9.2 introduces the Internal Audit, a cornerstone of verification and continual improvement. Its purpose is to act as a systematic health check on your EMS. What has changed? The 2026 version places greater emphasis on a risk-based audit approach. You must be prepared to justify your audit schedule based on a rational assessment of risk. Another key change is the heightened expectation around auditor competence. Auditors must understand not just audit techniques, but also the specific operational processes they audit. Implementation. Move away from checklist-only audits. Adopt a process-based approach, following a process from start to finish to verify if it achieves its intended environmental outcome. Auditing. External auditors will evaluate the depth and quality of your internal audits. They will also scrutinize auditor competence and the effectiveness of your corrective action follow-up. We arrive at Clause 9.3, Management Review, the strategic apex of the performance evaluation process. This is not a simple status update. It's a formal, high-level evaluation by top management. The standard is specific about required inputs. Top management must review a comprehensive agenda, including audit results, performance trends, compliance status, and resource adequacy. What has changed? The 2026 revision demands stronger strategic leadership engagement and integrates climate and sustainability considerations directly into the review agenda. Implementation. Conduct meaningful reviews using performance dashboards. The review must result in documented, specific, and actionable decisions, not vague statements like, "continue to improve." Auditing. Auditors will verify leadership involvement by assessing the quality of discussions and the specificity of the outputs. They will trace actions to ensure the review is a powerful governance tool, not an empty ritual. To summarize, the 2026 revision evolves Clause 9 from performance monitoring into strategic environmental intelligence. The focus is on effectiveness, evidence, and strategic control. Common implementation failures like weak KPIs, superficial audits, and ineffective management reviews will lead to audit findings and prevent your EMS from delivering real value. Your path forward is clear. By following this practical roadmap, you can build a robust performance evaluation system that meets the demands of the new standard. Clause 9 determines whether your EMS is measurable, controllable, and continuously improving. We encourage you to build data-driven systems, strengthen internal auditing, and focus on measurable environmental outcomes. Embrace the principles of Clause 9 not as a burden, but as a framework for achieving environmental excellence and building a more sustainable and successful organization.